the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, this place is red. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shopping. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Siggy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Coming up on the first pitch. And on the hill, Sierra Williams. How about a report on her, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Gleyber Torres leading things off and takes a strike. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. On the ground at first. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe, a former Gold Glove winner, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out to short, Caballero. Jump throw. And they get the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Game 1 of the Division Series. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Williams back to work.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Set him down on strikes on just 4 pitches that time, and this was just classic East-West pitching, Billy, and that's not as common these days. They went in, away, in, and then back away for the called third strike, and that kind of pitching makes it tough on you as a hitter to know where to look, especially with 2 strikes.
Michael Busch now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as she's punched out 3 of the first 5 she's faced.
Well, she's definitely minimizing contact. She can get the swing and miss when she needs it, but she'll also keep the defense fresh behind her, allowing some balls in play as well.
Drew Gilbert in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year. This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Struck him out swinging, and she strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back at Truist Park, and now Brandon Nimmo. Swings through that.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the pitcher credit on the mound, though. She went right after it.
Kyle McCann stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
4-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ballgame.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Sierra Williams. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, you know she wants a pitch off, something that she can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner on base to start the inning.
She was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So digging in, Jose Caballero. And ball 4 to avoid.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Second baseman, Ozzy.
First and second, no outs. Ozzy Albies up to the plate. Runners on the move, in the dirt. And no throw, both runners are safe. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Out towards right center field. Gilbert sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging. And the Braves score first. It's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and nice job with the sac fly.
As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Gleyber Torres.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
And that drops in for a strike. Torres, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging. That's her 8th strikeout of the game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Grounded out his first time. That's outside, and it's 1-0. The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one. On the ground to the left. On to France, and a couple of quick outs.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. And a curve is down and in.
Ball one, no strike.
Here's a high chopper. All these tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
The designated hitter, Sierra. Yo.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. To the right side. Collected by Torres. In plenty of time to first. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Williams back to work. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Ground ball left side. Riley fires to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman,
Michael Busch getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
They got it for out number 2.
Now back, the center fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
no ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. Game 1 of the division series. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Hit on the ground and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, there goes the chance for a perfect game. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Mets, Kyle McCann. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. She should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Nimmo, the runner at second with one away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boogie, you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and deals. Misses the sweeper.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first, and that is the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Atlanta, down the number 2 hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
No.
Strike 1.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. She really delivered for her team by going deep into this game.
That's to third. Riley zips it to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And that one fouled off.
She's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. She's been in attack mode since the very start.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swings and misses. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, pretty clear to me. She's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. See you later. She sends one out the opposite way, and they add on. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Yeah.
Williams back to work. That's to third. Zips it across. And a quick out, number 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out to short. On to France. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what she was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Knocks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back at Truist Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Kyle McCann. There's a strike. In the air, left side. Arozarena moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Up next to the Mets, the third baseman, Brett.
She's 2 outs away. Baden digs in now. And there's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
And a big swing and a miss. Swing and a chopper out to short. Jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
Up next for the Mets, the second baseman,
So last chance for the Mets. Gleyber Torres up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Check swing and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLDS. They're down to their final strike.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know she's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that she gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if she'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps she'd have a no-hitter.
So singing as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. We'll see you soon.